What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Old Car Channel. We're working on the 1964 Fairlane today. Gonna pull the carb off, clean it in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we might even try sandblasting the carburetor because it's got some paint. Someone tried painting it, or it's overspray. Not really sure what happened there. We have a certain light media in the sandblaster, so we're going to give that a shot. If it's too aggressive, we're just going to stick to the ultrasonic cleaner and show you the process in which we do that to get it all cleaned and ready for rebuild. If that all goes as planned, then we are going to pull the carburetor off of the 1965 fastback, because I think there's a little bit of crud somewhere in that carburetor. One of the passages I think is plugged, so we're going to pull that one off as well, get that cleaned and rebuilt for the next season. Stay tuned. The ultrasonic cleaner I bought off of Amazon. I think it's a 15 liter. I will link it in the description below, and I'll pop it somewhere here in terms of the price. First time that I've ever used an ultrasonic cleaner. I've watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I watched one the other day. Super smart in terms of what he does to keep everything contained. So I'm going to show you the unit, and we're going to go from there. Alright, so this is the unit right here. It's relatively large in terms of size. There's the inside of it. He fills up the ultrasonic cleaner with water, so super simple. And he uses containers that he puts inside the ultrasonic cleaner. The container is what houses the part, and then he puts whatever fluid, whether it's dish Dawn soap, the simple green, he even shows using gasoline. He puts that solution in the container, and it doesn't dirty up the ultrasonic cleaner. So if you wanted to use it for jewelry or your dentures or your carburetors, the unit itself stays clean, but the container that you're cleaning certain things in will get dirty. So we're going to attempt what he did using this with a Tupperware container, a little bit of gasoline, and see what it does. First things first, though, we got to pull the carburetor off, so let's get busy. Alright, so this is a little before shot of the carburetor to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like. And then we're going to do a little after shot, see the comparison. Alright, so there's the carburetor all torn down. And I'm going to be completely honest, inside the bowls, it's not that bad. Same with the rear bowl. Like very little stuff going on. Regardless, we're gonna go through it. These little bolts here were not even tight. The secondary, vacuum secondary, the lid is broken. Someone epoxied it by the looks of things. But we're going to clean it up. I'm going to try and sandblast probably one part to start off, just to see how aggressive it is. I'm probably going to start with the base and just shoot one corner or one edge and go from there. If it looks good and it's not etching the body at all, then I'm going to go and proceed with everything else. And then I'm going to throw everything into the solution and throw it into the ultrasonic cleaner. Obviously, I'm going to blow all the orifices out first when I am done sandblasting and go from there. So I got carried away, sandblasted the whole thing. Am I happy with it? Absolutely not, but it is what it is. So now we're going to move on. I'm not going to sandblast the rest of it, and we're going to throw this into the ultrasonic cleaner as it stands and go from there, because I don't like that. So we'll block it, ignore that. We'll just take it out of the picture, and then we'll just look at this. All right, so one of two things is going to happen here. We have the container full of water, and we have the other container with the main body of the carb, and there's gasoline in there, and that is water. So they say not to use any flammable liquids in here, but they don't mention it in another container. We have it set for 1 minute. Apparently it makes some terrible noise. We're gonna find out when I hit that on button, but here we go. Definite bubbles in there, and that is cheap gas. It's 87 in case anyone was wondering. Okay, so no fire, so we're gonna pull that out of there, put her on the floor. Let me get some pliers. This is way more difficult with one hand. It's literally a minute. And I'm gonna throw it in there a little longer, I think. We're gonna go 5 minutes and see what it does. Folgers, if you're watching this, I'll definitely accept some Folgers coffee as a sponsorship, because, you know, coffee's life. 5 minutes, here we go. Alright, so rather than showing you another 15 minutes worth of content that just didn't work as I was expecting, we continued this cycle of using the gasoline through the ultrasonic cleaner, and we did 5, 10, 15-minute cycles, and we just weren't seeing the results that we were wanting to. Now, this may have been because the Folgers coffee container is a thick material. I don't know, that's just my hypothesis. Maybe the ultrasonic sound waves were hitting that and just not making a good cleaning action for the carburetor itself inside it. So we ended up switching over to this method, which I'm going to show you in just a second. And maybe it was the solution, maybe it was the thinner material, I don't know, but it worked way better. So let's take a peek. I've utilized this simple green cleaner, and I diluted it 3 to 1, which is its strongest solution. And I just basically put the objects in a plastic bag, for a bag. So we're going to see how that goes. Turn the heat on this time around, so it is going up, and we got the timer on for 30 minutes. All right, so 30 minutes in the ultrasonic cleaner. Here's the bag that the parts were in, and this one shocked me. I'm quite shocked at how well that cleaned. Actually, it's night and day difference between that and the gasoline. It honestly took the paint off too. Literally just peeling right off. So that's great. Wow. Okay. So that's simple green, the purple one, the purple simple green, and that was 30 minutes, 3 to 1 ratio, and it turned out pretty good. Like, I'll compare these to the body of the carb. Like, way cleaner. So that's good. Might just peel the paint off and then run it through another cycle for, I don't know, another 20 minutes. I was just jamming out the music and cleaning the gasket surface off of the main body. Alright, little visual comparison before going into the simple grain. This is the part of the carb, main body. 30 minutes, and then I'm going to bed. Alright, so we got this ancient Holley Performance Carburetor Renew Kit. So I'm going to utilize it. There's certain parts that look like have a little bit of water damage to it. I'm not sure how old this kit is, but I can only assume it's really old, but it's pretty complete. So we're going to throw that in there and see how it goes. Also, if you notice, those are specialty hardware, and you need a obviously specialty bit to make that work. You can probably get by with a small flathead screwdriver, but if you want to do it right, that's the one you need. Alright, so we got the carburetor all put back together, and I did a couple of other extra little things. I fixed the secondaries with some JB Weld because the other epoxy that they used was no good anymore. I did go ahead and change the accelerator pump in there. Just changing gaskets, the typical carb rebuild. We're going to throw this back on the car now and fire it up and see how it acts. As you can see here, we do not have a choke set up. It's the only thing that this carburetor is missing, and I might even have some extra parts laying around that I can put on there and hopefully get it working, but I'm not too worried about that. I just want the car to run properly, and hopefully this should do the trick. Alright, so got the carburetor on the 289, 302, whatever it is. And we're going to replace the fuel filter. This is a new fuel filter, so it's got a canister style fuel pump for right there. So I already started taking it off. And we're going to take a peek as to what goodies we have lurking at the bottom of this. I'm sure it's quite lovely. Remember the blue car? The 66 coupe. The pile of rust we had. So that's a bad start. That looks pretty orange. Pretty orange in comparison. Yeah. That is lovely.
Nice white, brand new paper towel.
There we go.
2 cents a sheet. Looks rusty too.
Oh, yeah. See it flowing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
There's
and
zippers.
Bottom, not as bad as I was expecting. It's not even as bad. But you can see the chunkies coming out of there. Well, that's a lovely flex line going from the fuel line of the gas tank. Holy, that's got to get replaced. Alright, so we got the fuel container all hooked up, got some gas in the carburetor, and battery's charging, so hopefully it's got enough juice to get it started. Ready?
Not yet. Can we go ahead?
Why every car? Not like the starter.
Did you see if this motor turns over?
Is that really?
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's budging, right?
Yeah, it turns.
Huh?
Yeah, it turns. This guy's scaring me. No, don't scare me like that.
Sorry, Mike.
It's a little chilly. A little chilly.
Fucking shaking.
You're shaking?
Yeah.
That's the 3 coffees you had this morning.
No, it's not. I only had 1. So what we'll do first,
throw the jumper on there.
throw the jumper on.
We're gonna start retailing these little go-go packs. Okay, let's try this again. Ready?
Yeah.
That sounds like the starter, no? Sounds like the gear's not moving out.
Sounds like this solenoid. There, why is that different now? Go ahead. Still a little glow. Go ahead.
Now it turns.
Yeah, because I think it's getting boost, Mike.
Battery issue. Could that battery just be fried?
Could be. You'll have to edit that. Okay, I need the pliers to pull these apart. Mike.
You hear that?
Yeah, that's not healthy.
That's a lot. Beauty.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and black.
She's good.
No more of the gray stuff.
You gotta paint it red.
Paint it red. No. The natural glow.
Yeah, that light sucks.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so garbage.
What's the rating on that bulb?
Okay.
Crank it up.
Sir, watch your head on the roof. Good.
Nope.
Hurry up.
How long does it take you to change a battery?
Fuck off.
Your ear pierced? Ready?
No.
How about now?
Try now. Okay. Got a good 10. Go ahead. Up there, guy. Roll the secondary, right? Yeah. You still know what I'm talking about, Sally.
Secondaries were getting stuck open, which is why it was high idling initially. This rod here needs to get bent more to the back so that it closes the secondaries when it goes back to idle.
Alright, so we had the car running, and it was kind of hunting in terms of idling. It was, we turn it down, and the idle would go down, but then it would go down too much, so then we'd hit the throttle, and then it would start revving higher, even if we pushed the throttle lever back down. So then we shut her down, and then we tried to fire her up again, and realized that we weren't getting any fuel. Like, literally, took the needle and seat setting out, and I even took the sight hole for the carburetor out, and there was nothing. I was like, is the float bowl height wrong? And then we took the line off at the pump, and that wasn't pumping anything, so I'm gonna get the pump changed out and go from there. Not plugged. Oh, my legs. Snap. Oh, cross threads it. Ellie, what have I done to you? You want to test this? Yep. Ready? Yep. Sure she's gonna spray.
Yeah, I can see it from here.
There she be.
There she be.
Okay, now I need the things.
The what?
I need the things on the things.
I'd get them if I were you.
All the things?
Yeah, those. That's the ones I was talking about.
Yeah, those things.
This thing?
What is it?
These things.
Ah,
Those things.
the carb.
The carb,
The carb parts.
carb things.
Carb parts.
Like cavemen.
4-barrel carb?
2-barrel. Oh.
Alright guys, with the carburetor not getting any fuel, we automatically have to think of the accelerator pump. So we're going to take the front cover off of the carburetor and see if we can see anything in terms of debris or a passage that's clogged and go from there. Take 67.
64.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Mother...
Where's that coming out of?
You know, is there ever going to be a day where things just, like, go right? Take 65, I guess.
If I could go for a coffee and a tart.
Are you making?
Do it.
Ah!
Mom! Hello?
What?
Is the takeout window open?
Nope.
Damn it.
Can
What do you mean?
can we get a coffee and a couple of butter tarts? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Thanks, hon.
Alright.
Love you. Just drying up all that fuel we just wasted. That's like $6 right there.
Yeah.
$6. Look at it. All of it. Oh my god. What are you doing? I had that set.
At what?
Oh my god.
What do you mean you had it
I
set?
had it set perfect. Trust me.
From what?
I swear on my life
that it's gonna be
that it was perfect.
idling?
It was perfect.
On what? What do you mean
Don't
perfect?
worry.
It has to be fucking cracked. What are you at, 1.5 now?
Yeah. Definitely spraying now.
Mike, you want to shut it off and fill the fuel tank again? And don't forget that. Pretty sure this thing. Yeah, this was dry.
All right. Oil change time. Oh, it's nice to lay down.
Oh, sorry, sir. We don't have that in the kit.
Oh, you don't?
Get it?
Are you serious? In a socket?
Oh, I could have got a socket on.
And the large oil filter wrench.
Close the door. 7/8.
I'm just getting your walks in, Bazal.
Oh, you know what happens? When I wear certain shoes, I notice when I walk,
Yeah.
I clench the toe. The
Do ya?
large toe.
You drag your feet like
you're
that.
trying to keep your boot to your foot. And with my boots,
Tie your fucking shoes.
my rubber boots,
man.
I don't do that.
Your rubber boots?
Yeah, those rubber boots.
The Crocs, you mean?
Those big rubber boots. The mud boots, right?
Tie your shoes and you won't do it. You know, like changing oil, you think after years you wouldn't be able to,
Nonsense. You always get dirty.
you wouldn't get any oil on your hands. No. Oil filter.
Okay. You disconnected. I'll disconnect this battery.
What's up with these CarQuest filters, by the way?
What do you mean by that?
Why CarQuest?
I bought a box of them.
I know, I'm asking you why you chose.
At a discount. What do you mean? Why? They offered it to me.
Do like Wix or something? I thought Wix is the best. Oh my god.
We're screaming a motor that's got dirty oil and dirty thing complaining about what filter I'm getting.
Why are you getting mad at
Honestly,
me?
You should get this on tape.
It is! Probably take the foil off.
What do you think? Oh, you're trying to bore it, it's not coming.
There's two seals.
Why?
Come
Why isn't
on.
it coming out?
Why do we need two seals? Be honest. Stupid. stupid. You just love standing in front of the camera, eh?
I totally forget that it's on.
It's like, I think I'm gonna stand in front of the camera again. I think it doesn't take that much.
Did you drain it all? Maybe there was a piece of cork holding back from draining.
That's a possibility.
Right?
I didn't poke.
You didn't think about that, eh?
I did poke, but it looks pretty clean if you ask me.
Okay. There you go. We're good.
Well, yeah, when we hook it up to the new tank.
Ready?
Yep, go.
Go, people. One turn of the key. Touch the gas. On the button. Hook up this again. Booster, oil in here, and then check the transmission fluid.
Alright, so this mess that you see here of all the tools, we took the carburetor off once again, and
We got an antifreeze down here.
yeah, heater core. Yep, heater core's leaking. Lovely. Another thing to fix.
Oh boy.
Loop it. So what I was saying before we realized that there's a heater core leak
Well, let's.
was at the accelerator pump. Normally there's like this little rubber diaphragm that you have to pull through. This one's got like this bar with a ball bearing. That ball bearing somehow was seized. The ball bearing is the reason why it wasn't squirting, so it wasn't having any
fuel
squirt.
pump obviously was number one.
Fuel pump was an issue, obviously, yeah. And then we had the issue with the O-ring when we put it back together. It pushed the O-ring well into this hole here, which then caused fuel to just spray.
Secondary gasket holes were too small on one of the gaskets.
No, the whole plate, the bottom plate. There's a gasket in there, and that gasket was too small. So on every single hole, the gasket was too small.
Touching the butterflies.
It was actually touching the butterflies on the primary and secondary side. So
we're gonna take these off because it doesn't go inside like the Mustang. The heater hoses go inside onto the heater core. So these one we could disconnect it here. And then loop this together so we can
45-mile
carry on
long hoses.
That's all right.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Old Car Channel. We got the 64 Fairlane up and running once again. Got the carb rebuilt, oil changed, timing set, carb set. And with all those things checked off the list, we added one more thing with the heater core. Nonetheless, the next video you're probably going to see on the car is us working on the brakes, getting the car to stop so that we can actually drive the car on the road once again. So stay tuned for that next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel, and I'll see you guys next week.